It is a fun book about a boy named Teddy who lived in England. In the first half, Teddy is telling a gathering of children about his most prized possession, a button he got from his father who was killed in battle. In the second half, Teddy and a townsgirl Nancy meet on a bridge, and a battle of wills develops. He stood in the center of a little crowd of village boys. His golden head was bare in the blazing sun. The crop of curls seemed thick enough to protect him from its rays. He was far too engrossed in his occupation to heed any discomfort from the heat. A slim, delicate little lad he was, with a finely cut face and blue eyes that by turns would sparkle with animation, and then settle into a dreamy wistfulness, with a deep, faraway look in them. They were dancing and flashing with excitement now. His whole frame was quivering with enthusiasm. With head thrown back, tongue, hand, and foot all in motion, he seemed to have his audience completely spellbound as he listened with open eyes and ears to his oration. With one hand, he fingered a large brass button which figured conspicuously in the center of a small waistcoat, and this button was the subject of his theme. My father rushed forward. "Come on, men, we'll save the old colours!" And they shouted, "Hurrah!" as they made after him. There were guns going, and shells flying, and swords flashing and hacking away. The enemy poured in with fiery red faces and gnashing teeth. My father drew his sword, and no one could stand against him. No one! He cut and he slashed. Arms, heads, and legs rolled off as quick as lightning, one after another. And then he got up to the colours. And with a shout, he plunged his sword right through the enemy's body that had stolen them. The enemy fell stone dead. My father seized the colours and looked around. He was alone. The other soldiers had been beaten back. But was he in a funk? No! He gave a loud hurrah, picked up his sword, and fought his way back. It was a race for life, and he ran backwards the whole way. He wasn't going to turn his back before the enemy till he reached his own side again. Then he reached his colonel. "Captain dead, sir, but I've got the colours." He saluted as he said it, and then dropped dead himself at the colonel's feet, the blood gushing out of his heart, over his clothes, and over this button. Two little determined figures, with flushed, resolute faces, stood opposite one another on a narrow footbridge over a running stream. Neither could pass the other, but neither intended on going back, and the sturdy maiden in her sailor's dress, with her hands placed on her hips, appeared quite the match for Teddy, who with golden head well up looked like a war horse scenting the battlefield. It was thus they met again, both employing their Saturday afternoon in roaming along the edge of the stream. They had suddenly come face to face with one another. "You ought to let me come over first, 'cause I'm a girl." "Boys never go back, never. A soldier's son, never. I'm not going to turn my back before the enemy. I would disgrace my button if I did." "That's old Button." Teddy's cheeks grew rosy red at once, but he said nothing. "I got to the bridge before you, but I began to cross it first. And you, who are you? No one knows anything about you. I've been crossing this bridge for years." "More the reason you shouldn't cross it now. I'm Nancy Wright. That's who I am." A princess could not have revealed her name with more royalty, and she added after a pause, "And I mean to come over first, so you go back." "Never! I never go back." "Then I shall push you over into the water." "Come on and try then." There was a silence. Both little people eyed each other defiantly, yet a little doubtfully, as if measuring one another's strength. "Boys always give way to girls. Always. You're not a proper boy at all," Nancy said, using her strongest plea. "Well, you're not a proper girl. You're wearing a boy's hat and a boy's jacket." "I'm a sailor's daughter, and everyone can see I am. You say you're a soldier's son. Why don't you dress like one?" Teddy felt he was getting the worst of it. He fingered his button proudly. "I'm wearing something that's been through the thick of a bloody battle. That's more than you can do. Sailors don't know much of fighting." "They know just as much as soldiers. And as to your old Button, I believe you picked the old brass singer out of a gutter." Teddy felt If you were a girl, I'd fight you, Teddy sputtered now with rising wrath. Pooh, I expect I could lick you. I believe you have half as big as muscle as I have on my arm. A girl with muscle? As if it's a fat. The tone of scorn proved too much for Nancy's self-control. She made a quick rush across the plank. There was a struggle, and then the result that might have been expected. A great splash. A scream from Nancy, and both little figures were immersed in the stream. Happily, the water wasn't too deep, and after a few minutes of scrambling, they were on dry ground again. Teddy began to laugh a little, but Nancy was very near to tears. I'll tell my mother you nearly drowned me dead. If you see your sailors, daughter, you won't be afraid of the water. The sailors and fish are always in the sea. They're never in it. Never! Well, they're on it as close as they can be to it. Why, you're nearly crying. But a sailor's girl can be very brave. Not like a soldier's girl would be. Sailors are much braver than soldiers. And when they do fight, they're in much more danger than soldiers. Well, he said, as if considering the matter, they may be sometimes brave, but they have no banners, or red coats, or a band. They don't even know how to march. I saw a sailor once, and I thought he was tipsy. But he wasn't. A sailor walks like a goose. He waddles. You're the horridest, rudest boy I've ever seen. With the utmost dignity, Nancy walked away, Teddy calling after her, You made a pretty good charge for a girl, but you couldn't get past me. And with one of his loud whoops, he raced home and hardly drew a breath till they reached the farmhouse door.